on camera. But recently I've had this aversion to typing, like posting like I usually do. I don't know why. But I've also been pretty busy over the holiday. I was traveling and hanging out with family and stuff, which was good. And I paused talking about my grape diet because of that, and also paused my grape diet. And I wanted to let you guys know how I've been feeling and what I've been doing, because it seemed like a lot of people were interested in my results with the grape diet. So like I said, I was traveling and I spent time with some family, and my sister-in-law and her mother-in-law are both really good cooks, and they made me a lot of yummy vegan food. So I decided to partake in some cooked food over the holiday, and after that, when I came home, I continued eating the cooked food, and for maybe a week or so I was eating like one cooked meal, and then the rest of the day I would have grapes and other fruit. But then as I started going, I started eating more and more cooked food and less grapes, and then eventually I couldn't handle the grapes anymore, and they were causing me a lot of pain, especially in my bladder, which basically before I started the protocol of the grape diet, I couldn't eat grapes at all, and I hadn't eaten them for years because my bladder couldn't handle it. But then and when I say grape protocol, you don't just start eating grapes one day. You have to fast for an extended period, 2 to 3 days, and there's other things involved. But so I wasn't in pain after I started the grape protocol, doing the fasting and whatnot, and I was able to have other fruits that I hadn't had in years, like raspberries. Unfortunately, I live in Pennsylvania, so the raspberries were terrible, but I could eat them and not be in pain. I had some other exotic fruit because my mom got me a exotic fruit package from Florida, so I had a lot of cool fruits during that time in addition to the grapes, and my bladder was good, and it was a huge relief. It was a huge relief to see some positive results, since I had been struggling for so long with this pain in my bladder. Sorry, my hair's all messed up because of my hat. And yeah, it was really amazing to see such drastic results in pain in my bladder and in general well-being, having much more energy, feeling less depressed, having less panic attacks. The list goes on and on. But so I tried, after I had been eating the cooked food, I started to feel sick again. And like I said, I tried to rush back into the grapes, and they hurt my bladder. So I realized that I had to take it slow and continue eating the cooked food and slowly reintroducing the raw foods and fruits. So I basically went back to my diet that I had been on before the grapes, which was like one cooked meal a day, and then salads and fruit. and, you know, very bland fruit, apples and bananas, and the one crazy fruit I can have is mango, so lots of mango smoothies. So now slowly I've worked my way up to eating raw vegan. So I've been raw vegan for, I don't know, 2 weeks now, something like that. Excuse me. And my plan is to get back on the grapes as soon as possible, because clearly it was working really well for me, and I felt fantastic. And I mean, Michael, my husband, is my witness. I had so much energy. I was cooking 3 meals a day for him. I was cooking meals for my dogs. Like, I was just doing so many creative things. Like, and I thought, when I was fully prepared to be on this grape diet and be incapacitated and sick and going through a terrible detox and, you know, being miserable. And it was the total opposite. And it just really showed me that, like, if you want to do something and you are anxious about it and you are thinking the worst and you're thinking about all the what ifs and you're thinking negatively that, you know, all the worst case scenario is going to happen, it might not. And that's what this whole experience taught me, because I really was prepared to feel so bad, and I didn't. And it was much easier than I thought it was going to be, and it was so life-changing that I just want to get back to it. And, you know, there's a part of me that thinks, like, oh, I went back to cooked foods and I failed. But you know what? It's taken my whole life to get to where I was before the grape diet, right? To make me sick, you know, with endometriosis, with interstitial cystitis, the bladder condition. So why would it take only 2 months for me to get better? And why do I have to rush it? And why do I have to do those 2 months consecutively? Why do I have to punish myself to get these results? Why can't I do it slowly and at my own pace and not be so mean to my body? And that's what I'm trying to do, and I'm getting better at it. So I hope that I can continue updating you guys about my diet, and, you know, and I hope that my body can continue to get better slowly. And, you know, there's that quote that people always say, like, healing isn't linear. It's really true. And in my head, I picture like a graph, you know, healing isn't linear, and you can go down and up and all that, but taking some time isn't a step back, because you're better than you were before. So you're not going backwards. You're never going backwards, because you're constantly learning from your experiences. And that's how I feel now. And for a really long time, it was, you know, every time I, you know, ate something that I thought, oh, I shouldn't eat this, or, you know, this isn't gonna help me heal or whatever, I punished myself, and I thought, okay, this is a step backwards, you know. but it's really not. I really think that your body knows when you're ready for something, and if you're going back to an old habit, you might just not be ready for the change that you're trying to implement. And that's okay. You don't have to rush yourself, you know? Like, I hope this makes sense, but holy cow, that's a really big bird. Whoa, that was a big bird. I don't know what it was. I think it was a hawk. But yeah, like I said, I just hope that you can take something positive out of this and remind yourself that you can go slow. You can go back to old habits, and you cannot punish yourself for it, and you can still be better than you were the day before, even if you're going back to the old habit, because every day you're learning more and every day you're growing. I wish I could explain it better, but I'm feeling positive, and I'm looking forward to continuing with this. My goal is to be raw vegan for a year. So, like I said, it's been 2 weeks so far that I've been raw vegan, and hopefully sprinkle in some short time periods of eating grapes and doing the grape protocol. And I hope that I can have more positive news for you guys, and I hope that this helped you, because it really has helped me, and I just want to help other people too, and if I can do that by sharing my story and my experience, then it's worth it. So, sorry this is really long. If you have anything for me, if you need help, I'm glad to help you. If you just want to go vegan, if you just want to eat a little healthier, if you want to have meatless Mondays, you know, I'm not judging you. Any positive change that you want to make, like, I'm here to help. So please don't feel judged, and I'm rooting for you.